Good morning, everybody. I'm telling you, one of the best times of the year for me, for those that work through the festive, the best time of the year is this time of the year. Sy kan lekker laat uit die huis uitloop en sy kon lekker vroeg by die werk aan want daar's niks traffic. I love it. But that's not what I want to talk about. You know, some of you guys might know that I am a New Apostolic Christian, and for those of you that has been following my journey as a New Apostolic Christian will know that I openly admit that I was very critical about the faith in my young days, because I told you about it. Some of you don't know me from my young days, but we own as al wit. And it is the way God worked that I am now in the church, and I am extremely happy and fulfilled, purely because of the order that the church has, the fact that the church makes and keeps Jesus Christ at its center, and I love the fact that the church keeps it simple. Now, I'm not here to criticize any other denomination, right? If you are comfortable in the way you worship, if you are comfortable in the way that you apply your faith, and the most important, if you put Jesus Christ at the center of your faith and keep him there, then there's no issue, right? There's no issue. But you know what? I'm at that point where, and I'm proudly New Apostolic, right? Because it aligns with my fundamentals. When I go to church on a Sunday, when I say that I am New Apostolic, when I proclaim it, my soul is at peace. My soul is at rest. Because I don't feel like I am lying. I don't feel like I am trying to pull the wool over your eyes or even over my own eyes when I say stuff like that. And although other denominations, they go into things like Bible study and they go very in depth, they will have in one sermon, they will have 6-7 scriptures ready to cross-reference. Ready. What I like about, and I've experienced that. And I think that is why my roots in being a Christian is so deep. I know my scriptures very well. I know my doctrine. I know where my faith lies. So for me, the requirement to study my Bible and get that from the church is not there. I do that on my own. But what is very, very nice about the New Apostolic faith is the fact that Jesus Christ is at the center of everything that we do. The fact that we are constantly reminding ourselves that it's not about us, it's about him. And just that statement, because he is God, puts me at ease. Right? But even with all that, what I said, that is not what I wanted to say. What I wanted to say is that I am not going to be somebody that is going to walk around trying to convert people actively. I'm not somebody that is going to try and convert people actively. Sy gaan jy wil my kry en ek gaan sit en ek gaan try vir jou te convince. In this time of division, in this time of drawing lines in the sand, in this time where people walk around thinking that if they go about talking about what their values and their morals are, and that somehow that's going to get them brownie points, right? What I want to be as a New Apostolic Christian is an example. That's all I want. I want people to look at me, I want people to look at my family, and I want people to ask themselves, what does Cedric and his family have that I'm missing? And I'm not talking about money and stuff like that. People must look at my life. People must see the way I love my apostolic faith. And they must say, I want a sample of that. That's basically what I want to say. I want to be the reason somebody comes to church and goes, let me see what's going on, because this brother is sitting with something and it looks as if this brother is happy. It looks as if this brother is at ease. It looks as if this brother is content. You know when Jesus said, if you drink from this well, you will never thirst again. If you drink from me, the water that I give you, you will never thirst again. I want people to look at me and go, that guy doesn't look thirsty. Where does he get his water from? That he does not look thirsty. Meanwhile, I am parched. That's my request. If I had to do a public request to God, it will be that I can be an example to others on what a new apostolic Christian should be. Not that I can lift myself up and say that I am the benchmark and I am the blueprint. No. So that I can become a light that people can come and say, let me stand closer there. That is how I want to be an evangelist. If I can ask anything, it's not about a title. It's not about how can I say, a level in the church. If I can be a beacon to others, and especially ones that have been within the fold and haven't come in a while. I mean, can you imagine that you can have memories? I don't have memories of being a New Apostolic Christian. I didn't grow up New Apostolic. I don't have that in-depth traditions that binds New Apostolic Christians together. I don't. And my only regret is that I didn't join sooner. But listen, in God's time, right? But with that said, if I can be a beacon through an example, and I said fine. I think we need to stop walking around trying to reprimand people. I think we need to stop walking around trying to tell people whether they are right or wrong. I think what we need to do is we need to just live the example. If you think you can do better, then be better. Telling somebody in a comment section that is false, that is, or julle sê regte Christian sê, or julle gaan hel toe. How is that helping anybody? Walking around telling people that their faith is a lie. Walking around trying to prove through scriptures that they are actually busy with it. Do you think that is how people is going to become saved? Jesus was the perfect and ultimate example, and he only operated with love. That very people that you condemn, that very people that you call sinners, hy het by die mense se huise gaan bly. Hy het by die mense gaan eet. And it's a wonderful realization that one, you're not in a position to judge, but more important, you are in a position to love. And if I can be that, then I think I would die a happy man. So in closing, I would like you, if you are feeling that thirst within you, if you are feeling that feeling that something is missing is now alweer Christmas. And you would like to sample the same thing that has given me such satisfaction. Find yourself a New Apostolic Church and go. And just go sit. I promise you that one, you will not be judged. Two, you will be accepted with love. Nobody's going to question, why are you here? Nobody's going to wonder what clothes you have on. They're not going to ask you to fill in a visitor's form. And I'm not taking a shot at any churches, guys. They're not going to ask you to stand up so that people can clap for you. You can quietly sample the Word of God, make your own conclusion after that. And I can tell you the last thing they're going to do is judge you. Your history is not important. Where you come from is not important. What you're wearing is not important. None of that is important. The purpose is to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ and prepare for His coming. That is it. And love while we're doing it. And lastly, if you are for whatever reason pulled away from the church, whether it be a person that hurt you, whether it be somebody that wronged you, come back. You will be accepted as if you were there all along. Do yourself a favor, Google the mission and the vision of the New Apostolic Church, and then hold that in your heart, and every time you interact with a New Apostolic person, ask yourself, hold them to that standard, because they hold us, we hold us to that standard. And they've been living up to that standard since I started, more than a year ago. Ons gaat al vir ons 'n tweede jaar. It's a bunch of imperfect people spreading the perfect Word of God. And it's a wonderful thing. But anyway, I hope you have a fantastic Monday and festive season. And guys, please share this video. I'd like this video to reach as many people as possible. Please share.